Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I made a pattern the other day that somebody was going to engrave on a gun pistol grip, and I did it with lines, and somebody said, how would you do it with a hexagon? Or he asked for a hexagon pattern. I emailed him trying to figure exactly what he wanted, and this one's not perfect, and I just did it real quick, but I just made a shape, and so you could do it two ways. You could have the hexagon, and I'm off on my movement a little bit, so we're going to do a little better job on the new one. So I've got a 1,000 or 1 point line, and we need to know how thick that line is, but if you get your parallel dimension tool, it doesn't really snap because it's, like I've stated in a couple of videos earlier, this is just a hairline with a thick border. So to do this, we need to go to range and convert it to an object. Now we can use the parallel dimension tool, and it goes to the midpoint, and our line is 0.01 thick. So we're going to make our object an easy mathematically, so 0.2. Our line should still be the same thickness. We'll just double check it. It's still 0.01. So we know we can move this over 0.2 of an inch. We'll make a duplicate, Control D, and move it over. They're actually from the outside to the outside. So we know we need to move it over to have them equally spaced. We need to move it 0.01 to get it. And somehow I jumped up. We need to move it over. So that line should be as thick. It looks a little thinner. Let's maybe give a little test. Nope, it's still the same. It's an optical illusion. So now our object is 0.41 thick. Let's change our nudge to 0.41. Let's grab all these, Control D, and make a duplicate. Move it back to 0.01. Grab these two, and I could have done them, and I'll show you the other way to do it. So this is 0.83 plus 0.01, so 0.84. So we're going to change our nudge factor to 0.84. We're going to make a duplicate and move it over. That's probably enough. Now it gets hard, or harder, to get this equal down here. So what we're going to do, we're going to group all these together by Control G, and then we're going to Control D and make a duplicate. We need to get this thing, maybe that corner right there, snap to that corner right there. And see, we're not really equal, and this is where it kind of plays a number on you. We really need to be right in the middle of that. So I'm going to make my nudge factor 0.001, and I'm going to move this up minutely till I'm touching in all directions. Now we should be able to move it 0.01 down, and we should have the same amount. Control D and make a duplicate. Grab that and put it there. I don't know of any other quicker way to do it, so we have to change our nudge factor back. Well, it is 0.001, isn't it? 0.001 gives it a minute little movement. Just maybe one more. Now we need to move it our 0.01 straight down. Whoop, I didn't have this one. So I didn't have those two grouped together, so let's completely back up. I'm going to select these and Control G, and then I can move them all at the same time. And then I'm going to move it to 0.01. And if somebody knows a better way to do it, please chime in. So let's do it one more time. Control G. I grouped it together. Now Control D. I'm going to back up here. Control D. Let's grab this. And I'm sure there's another way to do this. And if I find out, I'll let you know. We get it just kind of close. Change our nudge distance to 0.001. And there's probably a way mathematically to do this. Well, I thought I had everything grouped together. Okay. Grab this and Control G it. Now let's zoom in. We need about right in here. See what our nudge distance is, 0.001. Grab our item and nudge it till it's just close. And that's good. Change it to 0.01. I know this sounds confusing. And then move it down. So our spaces should be the same. Now I need to group this together, Control G. And then we need to draw our shape, whatever shape you want. If somebody was doing a pistol, let's go, let's make it a 1,000 point line or a 1 point line. So it'll kind of look like our outline will look like our interior. And let's take let's turn it into a curve. And let's make it a little different. Right click and convert those to curves. And then let's bring this in. And then, you know what, let's do this. Turn this to a curve. I'm right clicking. That looks good. Now take this shape, and these are grouped together. Now we want to change our nudge distance to like 2 inches. So let's select everything and go right here to intersect. Nudge that out of the way. Then get our line and nudge our line out of the way. So now you have a hexagon pattern inside any shape you want. And I like this more than power clipping. In the past, some lasers engravers on different software say that theirs will actually print. And the good thing about this, you could do this over and over. You could make a Control G of this, or Control D, I mean, then take your outline and maybe even flip it. And let's make it a little bit bigger this time. And then select everything and intersect. Then let's put it down, grab our line, put it down. So there's a hexagon pattern. And also you could fill in with black the space between the lines if you like. I got a link somewhere. That actually looks pretty cool. If you wanted to do every other pattern, give it a little more detail or something. Anyway, I hope that answered this question, and thank you for watching.